don't want to be a part of Russia or any other country. It's really getting very emotional. And I cannot believe it's happening, really.
Welcome to a special edition of Extra Extra. Well, as everyone knows, sadly, Russia has invaded Ukraine, and everybody is watching on TV and on their small devices to see what will happen next, including celebrities. Some are getting in trouble for what they're saying. Among the celebrities to put their foot in their mouth is Joy Behar. Let's see what she had to say on The View.
Estimates are 50,000 Ukrainians will be dead or wounded, and that this is going to start a humanitarian crisis, a refugee crisis in Europe. We're talking about 5 million people that are going to be displaced. I mean, it's heartbreaking to hear what is going to happen.
Well, I'm scared of what's going to happen in Western Europe, too. You know, you plan a trip, you want to go there. I want to go to Italy for 4 years. I haven't been able to make it because of the pandemic. And now this, it's like, what's going to happen there?
Now, you may recall that Joy's co-host, Whoopi Goldberg, on The View was suspended for 2 weeks after saying some things about the Holocaust. Now, that was her personal opinion, which factually was incorrect. In this case, Joy Behar just comes off as kind of an entitled celebrity who wants to go on vacation during a war. We'll see what happens with Joy. Maybe she might come back and apologize for those remarks. She's certainly getting raked over the coals in the media for what she had to say on that show. Another celebrity who's gone into hot water is Anna Lynn McCord, probably most famously from the reboot of 90210. She taped herself reciting a poem, believe it or not, to Vladimir Putin, and it's basically hit people the wrong way, is the slight understatement. Watch for yourself and let us know what you think about what she has to say to Putin.
And whatever your story, Mr. President Putin, I can't imagine how it feels in your heart, but I know if I was your mother, that would be a start towards the awareness of what a powerful being of light you could be if your mind was only free from the violence you've seen when you were just 2 or 3. I cannot believe I was born too late in a different place when I would have loved you so.
So was Anna Lynn just trying to cheer people up, or was this kind of misplaced? A lot of people are saying she's doing kind of a look at me situation in the middle of a war. It should also be pointed out that Anna Lynn was diagnosed as suffering from multiple personality disorder in 2018. This could just be a mental health issue. We'll kind of wait to see what follows up. Maybe she'll do more videos. Maybe her agent will say, enough is enough. You should stop doing that. But a lot of people are likening it to when the celebrities did a very bad cover version of Imagine.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try.
No hell below us.
And that also did hit people the wrong way. So we'll see what happens on that story. Also in LA, Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle have also released a statement basically saying they stand with Ukraine. And Piers Morgan, the biggest critic of that royal couple, was quick to tweet out his reaction to their statement about Russia and Ukraine, saying this will really rattle Putin. Very sarcastic in his comments, whether you like Piers or not. He's got a point. What will this actually do? Probably nothing. They guess they just wanted to go on the record to say how they felt about it. And finally, Sean Penn, somebody else who's known to really trigger a lot of people, is actually, believe it or not, in the Ukraine right now, making a documentary about Russia invading the Ukraine. He was seen at a press conference yesterday. He has a knack for being in the right place at the right time or the wrong place at the wrong time. He basically went to New Orleans after the flooding. He was in Haiti after the earthquake. And he was actually in Ukraine before it was invaded. I think a lot of people are very interested to see what he's going to be doing in terms of producing a documentary. We hope he stays safe. He was wearing a flak jacket in the press conference we saw. It'll be interesting to see how fast that documentary is turned around, presumably sooner than later, and we'll get to see what he says. Meanwhile, in terms of celebrities, where it hits very close to home, it's Max from Dancing with the Stars. He's actually in Ukraine right now, where he's been doing business. He videotapes himself from a balcony. You can hear sirens blaring. perhaps saying that bombs are imminent. He's very, very scared, very emotional, not how we're used to seeing Max saying he basically has been there for months and fallen back in love with his hometown. And he has a passport to get out, whereas millions, thousands and millions of other Ukrainians perhaps do not. And he kind of pleads for peace and an end to the madness. And take a look, it is a very emotional video.
Honestly, I'm getting really emotional. It's been a little difficult. You know me, I stay strong, and I don't show it, but I want to go back home, and I realize that I have the way to, I realize that I have a different passport, and my family is far away, and what I'm realizing is that my friends whose kids are here, and whose moms, dads are here, and elderly people are here, and they can't just escape, Dear Russians, I know you know me, and I know there's a lot of people currently in Russia that are watching this, that are watching the news and hearing the propaganda and hearing this complete nonsense that's been talked about. I am not at this point someone who is pleading, for someone else's safety from a far distance, from a safe distance. I'm somebody who's about to go into a bomb shelter because shit's going down, right? So I think that in 2022 civilized world, this is not the way we do things. And I think that as a powerful, forward-thinking nation of not a third world kind of country, I think the Russians need to get up and actually say something, because no one's opinion is being heard. This is all one man's ambition of just something, and however it sounds, however convenient it sounds in Moscow, however comfortable you are where you are in Russia, I just don't think that this is the right thing, and this is the right steps, and these are the correct actions. Like I said, I'm uneasy. I'm very scared. Words are, I don't know what words to use, but I do know that at the very least I have a chance. I have a passport and I have a way out. A lot of people here do not, and it's nonsense. I love Ukraine. I had an incredible pleasure to spend on the ground about 6 months now, and I've fell back in love, and I've never fell out of love, but I know now who these people are. I know now who this country is, what it represents, what it stands for, and it's completely not what is being portrayed to the Russian people in order to justify this invasion. I want everybody to please maybe respect a little bit of our situation at this time.
I'm Jane Stevenson for Sun Media. Please let us know what you think about all of these stories on Twitter and Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel below.